Turkey backs Iran amid deadly conflict with Israel. Turkish President Erdogan issues big statement. Says Iran has legitimate right to defend itself. Erdogan lashes out at Netanyahu, compares him with Hitler. Meanwhile, Israel versus Iran conflict escalates. Iran and Israel trade fresh missile strikes as conflict intensifies. Turkish President Erdogan has backed Iran amid the ongoing conflict, saying Tehran has the legitimate right to defend itself in the face of Israel's ongoing bombing campaign against military and nuclear targets. The Turkish leader said that it is a very natural, legitimate and legal right for Iran to defend itself against Israel's thuggery and state terrorism. The statement comes a day after Erdogan referred to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu as the biggest threat to the security of the region. Further slamming Israeli PM, Erdogan added that Netanyahu had surpassed Adolf Hitler in committing crimes of genocide in Gaza. He also said that Turkey is doing everything it can to stop Israel's inhumane aggression against Gaza, Syria, Lebanon, Yemen, and Iran. Erdogan stressed the urgency of the situation, pointing to the broader regional implications of the conflict, and called for greater accountability. The deadly conflict between Iran and Israel continues to escalate, with both sides widening their attacks. Israeli airstrikes have reportedly killed over 500 people in Iran, including some of Tehran's top military commanders, nuclear scientists and civilians. The Israeli authorities have said that at least 24 people, including women and children, were killed in Iranian attacks on their territory. Iran's Revolutionary Guards earlier said that they had launched an attack targeting Israeli air bases from which they claim fighter jets have taken off to strike the Islamic Republic. In a statement, Guards said that in the new wave of attacks, a large-scale missile operation was carried out against the air bases of Israel's army, which are the bases from which the regime's fighter jets take off towards Iran. The situation deteriorated in the Middle East after Israel's large-scale attacks on June 13 aimed at crippling Iran's nuclear and military infrastructure, sparking retaliation. The fierce exchanges of fire came amid talks between Tehran and Washington seeking to reach a deal on Iran's nuclear program. On June 17, Iran's Armed Forces Chief of Staff urged residents of the major Israeli cities of Haifa and Tel Aviv to evacuate, warning of imminent punitive attacks. In a video statement, Iran's Armed Forces Chief further said that residents of Tel Aviv and Haifa are strongly urged to leave these areas for the sake of their lives. He further went on to condemn the Israelis' recent attacks, which he said were carried out under the guise of military operations, but deliberately targeted innocent civilians.